What if the biggest obstacle to your success isn't failure, competition, or bad luck, but your own ego? What if the voice constantly seeking recognition, validation, and control is actually the thing holding you back from growth, peace, and true achievement? This powerful idea lies at the center of Ego is the Enemy, a book that explores how ego quietly influences our thoughts, decisions, and actions, and how learning to manage it can completely transform our lives. Written by Ryan Holiday, this book draws heavily from Stoic philosophy and real-life examples from history, sports, business, and politics. It reveals how ego can appear at every stage of life, when we are pursuing success, when we achieve it, and even when we fail. And according to Holiday, if we don't learn to control our ego, it can sabotage our potential in ways we may never realize. The book begins by defining ego not simply as confidence, but an unhealthy belief in our own importance. Ego is the part of us that always wants attention, approval, and superiority. It pushes us to compare ourselves with others, exaggerate our abilities, and chase status instead of purpose. One of the first lessons in the book is the importance of staying a student. Ego convinces people they already know enough, which stops them from learning and improving. Truly successful individuals, however, remain curious and humble. They understand that growth requires listening, observing, and constantly refining their skills. Holiday emphasizes that ambition itself is not the problem. Wanting to achieve great things can be healthy and meaningful. The danger comes when ambition becomes driven by ego, when the goal shifts from doing meaningful work to simply looking successful. Ego wants applause, while purpose wants progress. Another major theme in the book is discipline. Holiday explains that quiet, focused effort is often more valuable than public recognition. Many people spend more time talking about what they want to accomplish than actually doing the work. Ego loves attention, but real mastery usually happens in silence, through patience and consistency. The book also explores how ego affects relationships. When pride takes over, it becomes difficult to accept criticism, admit mistakes, or collaborate with others. Ego creates defensiveness and insecurity, making growth harder. Humility, on the other hand, allows people to learn from feedback and build stronger connections. One of the most powerful sections of the book focuses on success itself. Ironically, success can be one of the most dangerous moments in life because it can feed arrogance and complacency. Once people achieve recognition, they may stop improving, believing they are untouchable. History is filled with talented individuals who destroyed their own success because ego blinded them to reality. Holiday reminds readers to stay grounded. No matter how successful you become, there is always more to learn, more ways to improve, and more opportunities to grow. Humility protects you from becoming entrapped by your own image. Failure is another area where ego plays a major role. When people tie their identity too closely to success, failure can feel devastating. Ego turns setbacks into personal attacks. But the book encourages a different perspective. Failure is feedback. It's an opportunity to learn, adapt, and become stronger. The Stoic influence throughout the book is clear. Holiday repeatedly returns to the idea of focusing on what truly matters, your character, your work, and your ability to remain calm and disciplined regardless of external circumstances. Fame, praise, and status are temporary. What lasts is the quality of your actions and the integrity of your character. Another important lesson is learning to detach from validation. In today's world, it's easy to become obsessed with attention and comparison, especially through social media and public image. But constantly seeking approval can distract you from meaningful work. The book encourages readers to focus less on being seen and more on becoming better. At its core, Ego is the Enemy is about self-awareness. It's about recognizing the voice inside that craves importance and learning not to let it control your decisions. When you manage your ego, you become more focused, more resilient, and more capable of long-term success. The message is simple but deeply powerful. Humility isn't weakness, it's strength. It allows you to keep learning, keep growing, and stay connected to reality. Ego may promise confidence, but humility creates lasting progress. So if you've ever struggled with comparison, pride, fear of failure, or the pressure to prove yourself, this book offers a refreshing and grounding perspective. It reminds you that true success is not about appearing important, it's about becoming better every day. If this message resonates with you, consider listening to the full audiobook of Ego is the Enemy. It dives deeper into these lessons with inspiring stories and timeless wisdom that can help you stay focused, grounded, and committed to what truly matters.